been sitting here trying to think of a witty intro, but to Travis Scott dunks, need I say more? What's good, guys? Ash Bash back again with another sneaker review, and this is for the Cactus Jack times Nike SB Dunk Low. So I don't need to waffle too much about this, but yeah, getting a shoe was a bit of a madness. The amount of raffles that I had to enter in all these obscure random skate shops in Europe and whatnot turned out to be a madness, but I got them in the end. I think it was only S&S in the UK that actually released it in like a sneaker shop. Don't know why other shops like N Clothing and Hannah and whatnot didn't get it, unless they did and I somehow missed it. But raffles are crazy. I only hit on one raffle, but it only takes one to get what you want. So super gassed to get it, and it seemed like a lot of my boys as well copped a pair, so shout out to the squad always. Anywho, enough waffling, show you the shoes. So starting with the box, this comes in a new look Nike SB box compared to your standard one, which was done in this sort of Tiffany colour. There were some special ones done in pink as well, but this one is done in green, blue, red and yellow. I believe this is what's going to be going on from now on for Nike SB boxes. Unfortunately, didn't get the special box which had the bandana print and all the Paisley and all that sort of stuff. I think that was maybe on this website only, I'm not even sure, but this is the one that I got. I prefer these boxes, but I don't know, it stands out. Make the shoe easier to find anyways. On the box itself, it says Nike SB Dunk Low Premium Quick Strike, and the colorway is black, black and parachute beige. For some reason, I look at these shoes as being navy, so black, black. Either my eyes are messed up or I don't know. But anywho, let's open the box, show you the sneaker. So one of the cool things when you do open the box is you do get this bandana paper done in black, not navy. So maybe my eyes are messed up, but it's a very nice touch. But we're not here for boxes or paper. Let's really get to the shoes. And boom, here is the shoe in all its glory. And yeah, it is super hot fire. It's the first time actually obviously seeing this in person. I've seen it so much on Instagram, like so much on Instagram. Started to get a bit annoying, and I can imagine it gets annoying for other people as well. When a new sort of hype shoe's coming out, you just see it everywhere, regrams, everyone's story, whatnot. But yeah, seeing it in person, very impressed on my first impressions. So let's get some close-ups and see all the details of this shoe, because I'm sure there's some little bits that are hidden that I haven't even noticed yet. So starting reviews like I always do. The shape of the shoe is your standard Nike SB. So you do get your fat tongue on this sneaker. But other than that, the details on it, there is so much going on in the shoe. I'm still not 100% sure what colour you would call this, because in this lighting it looks black to me, but it has looked blue as well. So it's either black or dark navy. Very hard to see in this light, to be honest. But super fire regardless. But yeah, the thing you notice straight away is obviously this bandana print going over most of the shoe with this Paisley pattern. You find it here on the toe cap of this shoe. Very, very unique. Not something that you would normally find on a sneaker, obviously. So it does stand out big, big, big time. As I said, it's on this toe cap of the shoe. And you also get it towards the back heel of the shoe as well. What is cool about the shoe and what is unique about this drop in general is that I believe every shoe, the pattern is in sort of like a different spot. Because obviously it's like one bit of material that they've wrapped around on all the different shoes. So you never know if your bandana big pattern hair is going to be at the back or it could be at the front, who knows. But this is how it is on my pair, and I think it looks pretty cool. If it is true that it is all over, that's what I've heard. I need to check all my mates' pairs, but this being here just looks super duper fire. So hopefully it is unique, because I got lucky if that is the case. But other than that, the toe box is done in this sort of beige material. I'm not sure if this is leather or some sort of suede, but it does feel super buttery. And it does have a little bit of that change colour going on, which is generally a sign of quality, I find. And very, very nice touch indeed. The mid panel of this shoe, which is another one of my favourite little bits, is done in this sort of tartan pattern. What you find with this shoe is a bit similar to the Air Force One, which I did a review of before on this channel, where it's basically based on where he grew up with all the workman-like sort of patterns and stuff on the shoe. So that's why you got these little bandanas and the plaid pattern going on here. But it is very cool. On this shoe there is two different colour swooshes. On the lateral side you find a black swoosh, and then when you flip it over there is a pink swoosh on the medial side. Honestly, kind of would have preferred the pink swoosh on this side, and probably would prefer pink swoosh on both sides. And if you've seen my reviews of Travis Scott shoes before, especially with the Jordan 1 highs, I wanted that giant backward swoosh to be on both sides, not just one side. So this is another thing that's kind of bothering me. It's not a big deal, but I think it would have looked dope if the pink swoosh was on this side, or at least on both sides, but he does what he wants to do. Middle side of the shoe in general, exactly the same except for that different colour swoosh. The laces on the shoe are absolutely nuts. They're literal rope laces, like not your normal rope laces, actual rope material. It is very bizarre. From early pictures, I didn't like it, and in person, still don't like it. So these are all 100% getting changed. You do get 2 spare laces in the box, which is a black pair and a pink pair. So those will 100% going in. Probably the pink colorway. I didn't throw the pink laces in on my Jordan 1 highs, so I'll probably throw it in on this pair. Don't know what it is with him and pink, but it goes, and I think it will look way better in this shoe. The tongue, as I mentioned before, your standard big, giant, puffy tongue. On this one, it has your standard Cactus Jack logo, which you find with most of his stuff. Very cool indeed. Towards the back of the shoe, you get more of that sort of premium leather material, but this time it has that same pattern again that you found on the Air Force Ones, where it has the name of his record company written in Russian. See some little hits of it where it says records there, and it has that, I think it was KA, can't remember how it was spelt, but yeah, you'd see it on there. It's all written in these crazy little letters, and it's very cool. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, but literally right at the back of the heel on a little beige bit there, you can see a little bit of the Cactus Jack logo, and of course you find the Nike Air branding, the Nike branding at the back there, as you usually would. Very nice touches. Boom, the sole of the shoe. This is done in all over sort of light beige colorway, very fire. And the insole of the shoe, Nike SB. Again, this one's done in brown with that bandana pattern in it aside. So yeah, it's a very cool shoe. I must say, a very cool shoe. With Nike SBs and sizing, I generally, before I put in my raffle entries, I wasn't sure what to go for, because I've got mostly size 10, but I've got a pair in a 10.5, and they kind of fit a little bit better, but I figured, let me just go for 10, because that's what I normally get. So I'm going to try these on, tell you what sizing's like. Lego. And we're back. That was a quick look at the Cactus Jack Nike SB Dunk Low on feet. What did you think? Was it dope? Was it super dope? Yeah, I think it was super dope. I think these are really, really cool. So yeah, very happy with these. Sizing wise, which I haven't mentioned yet, is, I would say, true to size. I rock a UK 10 in most of my sneakers in general. My Jordan 1s and whatnot, I work on a UK 10. This fits me UK 10 fine. My other SBs, I've got some in a UK 10.5, some in a UK 10. So both fit me fine. If you get a UK 10.5, if you get, sorry, half a size up, it might be slightly big. If you get true to size, it would be perfect. So stick true to size, I would say. If you worn a Dunk before, it fits the same, nothing crazy to worry about. And one of the details that I have not mentioned yet that you may know about or you may not know about is this whole bandana paisley print. It all comes off. Like literally this bit, all of that can technically come off. You can rip it away or burn it away, and below it is like a kind of cement print. It kind of reminds me of the same print that you found on the Air Force One Travis Scott's, which was kind of, to me, not cement print. It was more like a tree branch kind of thing, and I don't think it looks that cool. And it turns the shoe like literally all this beige color, and I think it is nicer broken up like this. Kind of reminds me of the SB Jordan 1 that they came out with, which rubbed away to a UNC or rubbed away to a Royal 1. I prefer it as is. Some of the rip away stuff is cool. It's a nice little gimmick sometimes, but in this pair, I would have rather it just stayed as it is. But I don't mind, like if you was actually skating in these and they ripped organically in certain spots, maybe it will look cool, but when it's all ripped away, no thanks, not into it. But yeah, very dope shoe, I must say. A new thing that I like to talk about in my videos is resale. How much would I be willing to pay for it? It's a tough one. To be honest, if I missed out on these, the resale price going now, I checked it before I made this video. For my size on StockX, it was like £886, something like that, was the last sale. So that's crazy. And I've never paid anywhere near that before, so I wouldn't pay it now. I'd say max I would pay, which was not going to help any of you because the price is going to be way over it, is probably like £400 personally. And it's hard to say with sneakers whether the price is going to go up or down, so I can't recommend going for it now or waiting. Who knows? Most people have just got their hands on the pairs like today and yesterday from the online skate shops and whatnot. So up to you if you want to do it or not. I wouldn't recommend spending like £800 on it. I don't think it's an £800 shoe. It's super dope, but that's my opinion. Everyone's money's different. £800 might not be nothing to you, but to me that feels like 3 good pairs of shoes I'd rather get than get this if I had the money to just waste on one shoe. But anywho, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learnt something. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Ashbash Sneakers. Dope pictures pretty much every day. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, all that YouTube stuff. I'm out. Later, yo.